Did you?
I hope so. Good morning. Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Ian.
And I'm Lauren.
And this is the bar class. With slippers on our feet, bars on our wall, we invite you to grab a chair, a kitchen counter, or any other balance aid that works for you, and we'll join together in a practice for mobility, strength, grace, and Lauren and Ian-isms as we go through today. Yes, we'll work that core on the floor, but first we'll start with Lauren's feet. Take stock of how it feels to connect to the ground. Grab a bar, and let's go.
Grab your counter, grab your bar. Let's start with our feet in parallel and gently press our knees towards over our toes and then drive through extending those hips. And repeat that again. Feel that knees over toes and then press to tall. Now gently, let's feel that peel off the floor, that light roll over the toes, the roll back to the pointy foot, to the demi-point, heel comes down, that hip extends again, repeat on the other side. Knee comes forward, ankle stays in that straight line as you roll over the toes, roll back, and heel connects. Now for a couple, let's press to that demi-point and then press and switch. And press and switch. And just walking through those feet for 2 more here, or be even, so 2 and 1, and then end with those heels down. Let's do the same idea from that turned out position. So from first, feel, oh yeah, you're right. Knees towards over toes, and then press to tall. Knees towards over toes, and press to tall. And then we'll pull that foot up off the floor, point our toe, gently roll over, keep that inseam forward, roll back, ball of foot, heel connects. Repeat on the other side. Demi-point, point, flex over, roll back, heel connects. From there, one last time as we roll over those toes and back. And last time on that other side, keep that inseam forward, keep that standing leg rooted and down. Do one more plie here, knees towards over toe and stretch. From here, we'll take a single leg, pointing it out to the demi-point. And for 4, pop the toes and demi-point. Point the foot, demi-point. Point the foot, demi-point, I forgot, last one. And then connect the full foot and press to the other side. Same thing. Point the foot, demi-point. Balls of feet, toe point. Balls of feet, toe point. 2. And last one. And then connect both heels to the floor. Feel that pull together as we descend. And then press to tall. And for one more time, keep those shoulders over top of your hips. And press to tall. And finish here with a light rise balance. Holding our balance here for 3, 2, and then slowly descend. Bring your feet back underneath you, and from here we'll do our first forward fold. We'll reach our chin up to the sky, and then tuck that chin and gently roll forward. As you roll forward, try to stay between those 2 panes of glass, not letting those hips go behind you, and hanging out in that dangled bottom fold position. Take that breath, maybe bend the knees and then re-straighten them. And one more time, bend the knees and re-straighten. And then engage your core on the front and the back as you stack yourself all the way up to tall. Head is last. We'll do one more fold, this time our telescope. So leading with that heart chest forward, reaching long through that spine, knees stay relatively straight. When you can't keep that back straight anymore, roll forward. Let's walk out into our first plank here, prepping our core. Plank position, hands under shoulders, hips tucked under, butt squeeze, core brace, pulling the floor together underneath you for 5, 4, 3, 2, then tip the tailbone long, lift the hips up, walk the hands to the feet or the feet to the hands, and roll yourself back up to tall. Stacking head last. Whew. And listen to Ian.
Listen to me, she says. All right, let's go to the bar to work on our first set of tendues. Start with your feet in that first position, and with a flat foot, reach a single leg forward. Then the demi-point, and then finish pointing those toes. Return to that demi-point, return to a flat foot, and a single leg underneath. Same effort to the side. Flat foot, straight knees, then demi-point, and finish with the toes. Pull back in, nice and tight together. Straight leg to the back with a flat foot, then to the demi-point, finish with the toes, pull all the way back through, and repeat one more time to the side with a flat foot. The demi-point next, pop those elastics off of those slippers, and pull back in. Let's continue to pull, finding that ankle position as our balance, and with or without the bar, challenge. Little touch. Keep those hips forward, keep the knee to the side, and then return to our first position, and then hop, skip, and a jump around, and we'll do the same effort on the other side. So assemble those feet in first, and a flat foot to the front. Demi-point next, finish with the toes. Then demi, flat, return to first. Flat to the side. Demi-points, lunging kind of style foot next, and then the toe point, and pull back in together. Straight leg to the back at the knees, then use that demi-point to reach further with the toe point and pull the flat foot back in underneath, and then to the side, flat foot. Demi-point next, reach further with the tip of the toe and pull back in. Then continue to pull. Find that ankle position with the knee open side, those hips facing forward, flat foot, grow nice and tall, and then press back to our first position. Add that little shake. Let's return to the bar on the other side here. So maybe you soutenu yourself around and turn, and this time a series of dégagés in that same pattern, front side, back side. Arm can be on the hip or in that side second position, and to the front, off the floor, and together. Then to the side, and then straight to the back, and then return to the side. Now two to the front, and front, side, and side, back, and side. For one more. Now return to one at the front, and one side, and one back, and then one side, and then pull up to the ankle. Let's challenge ourselves on that demi-point rise, pressing down through the single leg, keep those hips forward, the knee open to the side, light touches on the bar as you need, and then return to your first position. Switching around, we'll do the same effort on the other side. Starting in our first position, and dégagé front, dégagé side, dégagé back, and side. Now two to the front, and side, to the back for two, to the side for two. Now one to the front, and side, and back, and side, and then pull up, find that ankle, keep a flat foot, or drive down, hips forward, those ribs are stacked over top. We're trying to get nice and tall here for a second longer, and then return to that first position. Return to more bar skills with me. Until then, it's time to work those core with Lauren on the floor.
Let's fold ourselves down, rolling down again, trying not to push those hips back, but keep them stacked over top of your heels. So drift that weight forward in the foot. Then walk ourselves out. We're going to be on railroad tracks here. Hands under shoulders, toes tucked either from the knees or the toes. Pull your right hand to your right hip. Right hand, right hip, right hand, right hip. Left hand, left hip, left hand, left hip. Both hands, same hips. Pull for 5. Squeeze your glutes. 4, 3. Now push forward, tilting the tailbone to the ceiling, lifting the hips up, walking the hands back towards the feet. And then stacking yourself all the way back up to tall at last.
Add those shakes, wiggles, integrating that port de bras to break up some of that tension through the core. So let's establish those feet in our first position. Arms down low. Elevate the shoulders and then pull down. Then reach those hands to the front and same thing. Elevate shoulders and pull down. Reach the hands out to that side or seconds position. Same thing, little shrug, and then pull down. And then lastly, towards this 5th position overhead, elevate the shoulders as a shrug and pull down. Return back to the front, same thing, elevate, pull down, open to the side, light shrug, Find the power in that armpit to pull. And then return the arms down low, light elevation, and pull down. As we continue through that port de bras series with our shoulders, continue to get the shoulder blades pulling low, that the shoulder blades, again, can sit flush to the rib cage. Dégagés, some of our favorites, as is the développé. So let's start with our feet in our first position and pull up to that ankle where we've been. Then point to the front, and then pull back underneath, and return the leg to the front, return knee side, and then down. Let's pull up to the ankle, out to the side, pull those heels together, press away, pull in, and down, and to the back, the knee side, the reach out the back, pull through to first, reach out the back, pull the coup de pied, and down, and one more time to the side, reach, pull, push, knee side, stay here. This time, just find that retire balance. Keep those hips forward, the knee to the side, hips level, straight legs, breathe, check in, and then return to the first tall position. Let's repeat that same effort on the other side again here. Dégagés to the front, side, back, and then side. Arm to the side second, hip is also appropriate. Coup de pied, front, first, front, ankle, and down. Knee side, to the side, pull, point, knee side and down in first, then knee side, back, pull the first, to the back, knee side and down, and then en croix is to the side to finish, under, away, stay at the ankle, and then climb the full out, test that flat foot balance here, hold for a second or two longer, and then with control, press down to tall. Turn yourself around. Let's do that one more time, but out to the side. We'll do out to the side for dégagés, and then, out to the side for the développé, and then dégagés to the front for 3. Ready to go, Lauren?
Maybe.
Start. Ankle, away, pull and push. Ankle and down, dégagé, dégagé, dégagé. Then to the side again, knee side and down, pull, out. Knee side, down, now to the back, to the back, to the back. One more time, knee side, out, pull, point. Knee side, down, front and front and front. Knee side and down, pull and point. Knee side, down, back, back, back. Then continue to pull up. Stay at that ankle. Challenge yourself towards retire. And now drive down on that demi-point. Find your rise. Hold for time. And with control, return to that first position. Let's repeat that same effort to the other side. So you have développé, enveloppé to the side, and dégagé, dégagé, dégagé to the front and the back. Repeating, knee side, to the side, pull, point, knee side, down, dégagé, 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 knee side, point, pull, point, knee side, down, dégagé, 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 then knee side and point, in, point, knee side, down, dégagé, 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 then up and point, and pull, and point, knee side, down, dégagé, 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 then pull, find the knee. Flat foot is great. Challenge yourself on that demi-point rise. Hold for 4, 3, 2, control the down, and then shake it out. Back to Lauren's train tracks or X pattern planks here. Let's get her going.
Telescope down this time, so that nice long chest leads forward, and then we end up rolling. Let's walk ourselves back out to that high plank or modified plank from your knees. Establish that tension. This time, squeeze your glutes, tuck the core under. Now pull right hand to left hip, right hand to left hip, right hand to left hip. Now pull left hand to right hip, left hand to right hip, left hand to right hip. Now pull both across for 4, 3, 2, then press away from center, lifting the tailbone up, walking the hands towards the feet or the feet towards the hands, and then slowly stacking yourself all the way up to tall.
And we're back to tally tall, as Lauren sometimes calls it. Assemble your feet in first, and then just open up to that second or slightly wider stance. Arms back in first. Now keep those shoulder blades low throughout as you reach those hands forward. Soft elbows here, open to the side, and then nice and control down to first. Then open to the front, reach out to the side, and then trace like through water and down. Out to the side first. So now look to the hand as it reaches laterally. Those armpits are staying low, reaching to the front and down. Trace the hand with the eyes, out to the side, return to the front, and then back to our first position. Shake it out. We have fondues, 2 variations here. One, the leg will stay on the floor.
Chocolate or cheese?
And then, hot fondue, cheese fondue,
Sorry, I got distracted.
Fondue.
What?
But first, the fondue's at the bar. So we're in our first position here, and we'll start by plieing on a single leg, and then that tendu out to the front, and then extend the hip back through. Repeat to the side. Hips stay level, and feel that tension to pull back into center. To the back next, knee over toe on the plie, straight leg out the back, finishing en croix out to the side, and hips through. Now climb the leg to either the ankle or a little higher at the knee, and same effort. Plie single leg, and then return to the knee. Plie out to the side, return to retire, or the ankle is appropriate, and then to the back, pull through, that's a tough one, and then last time to the side, and return. Now that we're here, let's keep our foot flat, and just challenge ourselves in our attitude pose. We have hips sitting level, a 45-degree or similar line on that leg out front. Hold it for a second longer, then pull in.
Now I'm a pro.
Give it a little assist, and then return to our tall position. Soutenu. Yourself around, switching out to the other side, repeating low and then off the floor or high. Fondue to the front, extend those hips through with a straight leg. Knee out to the side, press through. To the back, stay tall in that upper body, and then to the side, and extend through. Then climb and stay either at the ankle or to the knee, and then to the front, tall. Side, tall. Back, tricky one, side, and then here we go. Now at that knee, challenge that attitude again. Have the toe point, cramp up that arch. Tall on that single leg, 45 degrees or similar, and then pull the foot to the knee, and then return to your first position. And shake. Back to Lauren on the floor.
All right, where railroad tracks meet crossroads.
Ooh.
Gently tuck your chin and roll yourself down. Also, anytime I say crossroads, I think of Britney Spears. Roll.
I don't get that parallel.
That's the movie she was in.
Oh.
I think, wasn't it?
Okay.
Crossroads or
I have
something?
no
We'll have to
idea.
Google that later. Okay, in our plank position, squeeze your glutes, tuck under. Now pull like you're on railroad tracks for 3. 2, now keep the tension, but pull in an X pattern for 3. 2, then pull on railroad tracks for 3. 2, and then X pattern for 3. 2, push forward and back, lifting those hips up, walking the hands towards the feet, and slowly stacking yourself back to tall. Tall. Tall.
Just tall.
Just tall.
Just tall. Assemble
short.
your feet in that first position with the arms down low. Next, to the front. One arm overhead towards that 5th, and the other to the side at 2nd. And then slowly return to hands out front, and one arm overhead as the other arm to that 2nd. Return. A couple more repetitions here. Pull those armpits low, encouraging those shoulder blades to stay flush with the body and the rib cage, and then out to the side and down. One last time each. Armpits stay low. Pull yourself back. And last time here. And pull. Return those arms to first, and then shake. We have some fast stuff, we have some slow stuff to finish here, starting with the 8-8-4-4-2-2 dégages with the bar as Lauren's facing, or challenge yourself in center. We'll have our feet at first, arms to the side if you're with me, or arms lightly touching the bar if you're with Lauren. And for 8 repetitions, dégages to the side. We'll start on that and. 3, 2, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 3, 4, 8, 4 of them, 4 of them, 2 of them, 2 of them, we'll pause, and 2, and 2, and let's do that again. We didn't do that, we didn't do that very well. We're doing 2s, 4s, and 8s on the way back up. 3, 2, 1, and 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now 8, 7, 6, and 7, 6. Together. That's always a challenging drill. Let's return to our bar here, working on a straight set of our rond de jambe, followed by a bent leg. For that, our legs will be in our first position. Fondue to the front. Then turn out in that hip. Reach around that imaginary clock face on the ground to 6 o'clock out the back. And then pull through first. Straight legs always to the front. Then a straight leg reaches through first to the back. Then open in that hip, reaching to the side and closing. Now on the bent leg. Bend the leg out front and then whip around and get tall. Return the leg all the way through to the front and then to the back on a straight leg, around and pull in. This time, let's pull up to retire. You might need the bar on this one. And now reach to that attitude position in the back. Perhaps wholly cramping of that lateral butt cheek. Embrace that, enjoy that, then pull the knee to the side and return to your first position. Attitude to the front, attitude in the back, got attitude all over the place, but first, our rond de jambe. On the straight leg, we'll reach forward. We'll turn out in the hip, leg side, then turn in on the hip, reaching to the back. Straight legs always, through to the front. Stiff legs, reach back, extending the hip, then turn like a lock-in key to the side, to the front, and under. Now we'll plie like a fondue here, and then whip it around, getting tall. Straight leg through with a toe point. Straight leg to the back next. Plie, and reach, and pull. Then find that retire position here. This time, reach to the back, and standing on a nice flat foot, the knee out to the side, the hips level, the toe pointing down. Hold for a second longer, and then pull to the retire, and back to our 2-footed balance. Shaking that out. One more thing before we get to Lauren on the floor. Releves for our single leg balance. Using your bar at your side, feet in parallel, pull up a single leg to the coup de pied or ankle position. 8 repetitions. It'll go knee over toe. Extend the hip through, releve balance, reset. Knee over toe. Hip extend through, releve balance, and down. Could you do that without the assistance of the bar? You might not get as high, and it'll be a lot harder. This is number 4, I believe, hip through. Find the balance and reset. Control. Encourage the knee over the toe, find the strength in the foot and reset. Knee over toe, hip through, find our balance, reset. 2 more, I believe. Lauren, are you keeping track?
I thought maybe this was it, but down. I did get distracted at 7.
Last one, hip through. Now, can you hold that balance and try to play with that? Could you climb the leg towards retire?
Is my knee front or side?
Might you even have something like an attitude?
Is my knee
make it up, make it up, make it up. And then as much as you can make it up, own the down and return. That was a lot of work on that calf. So let's check it out. Let's do the same thing on the other side. I guess I didn't really need to switch, but it just feels like habit. Ankle, knee over toe. Extend the hip, releve balance, reset. Number 2, push the hip through. Find the toe strength and reset down. Number 3, maybe test without the bar. Own the balance up and down. Number 5, Knee over
4.
toe. Oh, this is only 4. Good. Thank you for keeping track. And down. Now we're on number 5. Hip through. Find the balance. Reset. Knee over toe. Hip through. Balance. Oh, that's a tough one. Reset. 2 more, I think. Knee over toe. Hip through. Find the balance. Reset. Last one, we'll hold it a little bit longer here. So hold that toe balance. Perhaps climb the leg. And maybe again explore any fun shape in there to bring about a nice challenge, nice shape. Touch the bar a little. Return. Get tall. Reset those feet to the floor. One more core exercise with Lauren on the floor, and then a weight transfer that she'll finish with as well.
All right, let's roll ourselves down one last time, folding forward. And then this time, instead of coming out to our plank, we're going to keep our knees in that hover position. So bend your knees, placing them on the floor in your 6 points. Hands under shoulders, toes tucked, knees underneath you. Without rounding your back, gently start pulling the floor together underneath you so much your knees lift the floor. Pull on railroad tracks, hands towards knees, then pull in an X, then pull on railroad tracks, then in an X, one more time, railroad tracks, X, then push away from center so your hips lift, walking your hands back towards your feet, and slowly stacking yourself up to tall, breathing, and then finishing with a weight transfer. So we'll stand in space here. We'll have our feet in first position, and then we'll point. Only go as far as you can touch out there. From here, let's feel that pull together. Pull so much you pull yourself low. Then press one leg away and get to a full pointed foot. This knee is still bent. That other leg is nice and straight, and you should feel your butt cheek for 3, 2. Then toe ball heel, start pulling yourself across and then pushing the other way. Get to that nice pointed foot, inseam is forward. Feel that glute as you lift off. Toe ball, heel, start pulling yourself across again. As you point this leg, you should feel your cheek. If you feel the front of your hip working, try to reach a little bit more behind you. Then drive into the floor, extend that knee. Knee goes back over toe. Toe ball, heel, pull yourself across, other side. Transfer that weight. Feel the glute. Push into the floor, extend. Keep that inseam forward when you do that. Knee goes back over toe. Toe ball, heel across. One last time, pushing over. Maybe staying on a flat foot. Maybe trying a single leg balance in space for 3, 2. Then heel comes down. Knee back over toe. Toe ball, heel, last one over here. Press. Extend. Grow up. Own it. Slow descent, knee back over toe, toe ball heel to center, tuck those hips, sink a little lower, maybe find a balance down here, peeling the heels off the floor, then the heels connect and press to tall. Whew,
Little extra something there to finish.
Oh, something.
Excellent. Well, this half hour goes by pretty darn quick, so thank you very much for being with us either live or in that archive. Tomorrow, we'll be back to the bar, although we'll be on the other side of the room. We'll do very much the same efforts here. Weight transfers, balances, and movements for core strength and suppleness. My name's Ian.
I'm Lauren.
Thank you very much for joining us here today at the bar class. We'll be here next week at the same time, 8:15 on Thursday mornings. And until then, check your link letter if you're a member. And if not, visit www.barsandbells.com/membership. And we look forward to staying in touch and building strength with you soon. Take care, stay strong, and
See you soon.
see you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.